slow down. Dance until the morning light. Move and grooving all night. Sunset glow, sunset glow. New places, new faces. Dance floor wide open. We shine, we shine. Destination, destination. Rock this town, rock this town. Feel free. Beat drops, beat drops. So sweet. Feel alive, feel alive. We are on the road now. Feel the beat, don't slow down. Dance until the morning light. New places, new faces. Dance floor wide open. We shine, we shine. Destination, destination. Rock this town, rock this town. Feel free. Beat drops, beat drops. So sweet. Feel alive, feel alive. We are on the road now. Feel the beat, don't slow down. Dance until the morning light. Move and grooving all night.
Our culture comes alive. Melodies of kin and corn, dancing in the night. Dancing, bandit beats blending with the soulful tunes. Music Jakarta is something truly unique. Istimewa Jogja, Kata Istimewa with harmony, a vibrant treasure. Melting hearts with every note, every sway. Georgia's music forever, it will stay.